Right, can't remember where we are. Levers down. There you go.
Leven's
Leven's down. Levers down.
Leven.
Me and Matt flying.
Howdy.
We got the Albert and the Talon and the Vortini, and we did have an AR wing,
Mini wing.
but unfortunately that's not sure what happened there. Well, we both it kind of
into the
flew
ground.
into the ground,
Yeah.
which is unlike it. It's done really well. Vortini is back and working well after reprogramming, so that was good. Talon's working nice. Albert was working nice. Met some lovely people. Met an old gentleman that flew fixed wing, but he's now retired himself from flying and retired himself from sailing, which is also another thing that I'm hobby-wise getting into. Yeah, we also had our first grumpy lady.
That's a nice year, though.
It is nice if you look at that. Just a sec. Oh yeah, that is nice. So that's what we're looking at there. So we've got Goodwood over that way. Don't know if a GoPro is going to pick this up. Goodwood's that way. So
That's the trundle.
is that what it's called? The Trundle.
Yeah.
So the Trundle's up there. Of course it is. That's where all the motorbikes go. Yeah, been here a couple of hours. Good couple of packs in. Hopefully we'll have some nice videos to feed back. First time on my YouTube in about 4 months, I think there's any videos. So hopefully we'll see if they come out. Have a good day, everybody. Keep safe. Make sure you do social distance fly. Not the social distance, but also make sure you do the flying bit as well. So not a bad takeoff for the Talon. I've been fiddling with the settings on this one over the lockdown, just trying to get it all tied in. I'm just double speeding it through this section just as we get up to altitude. We're going to be heading north towards the South Downs, so there should be some nice views over the top here. The Talon is running a new pan and tilt system, which is made by Matt, or printed by Matt, with the Cadex Turtle V2 with the glass lens, not the standard lens. So it hasn't got an ND filter on it. It is working really well, and there's only a slight, I suppose, discrepancy in the HD feed, which is in the top right-hand corner, but nothing too ridiculous. I thought I would do a little bit of talking and just explain what's going on here. This section is just a hill going up towards the South Downs Way. It is just on the edge of spring here in the UK, so the trees are still a little bit brown, but there's some sections here with the evergreens which are still there. As we come over the top of the ridge, we're just going to start looking towards Midhurst and towards, I suppose, the North Downs. And yeah, really cool route. So just in front of us there is the South Downs Way. We're just flying over one of the fire roads here, which is one of the supporting roads for access to the woodlands. Flying at about 110 meters from ground level here. Radar was switched on, but no aircraft were tracking here at this particular point. Me firing up the second camera on the pan and tilt there. So this aircraft has got the Cadex Ratel in the nose, so just below that point there, and then the Cadex Turtle V2 in the top gimbal mount, I suppose you'd call it. So just here below us now is the South Downs Way, looking over the top of the ridge there towards Midhurst, which is in your far left. Just below us here is the houses, which are it's quite a big manor house and some farmland there. Just going to turn to the left here and fly along the ridge a little bit, crossing over one of the fire roads. The Talon has had some quite major improvements over the lockdown. New VTX antenna, new pan and tilt setup. Trying to think what else. Radar's been tuned in and adjusted a little bit and updated. It's been updated from the Maytech version of 2.6 to the current iNav 2.6, which seems to be working quite well. Auto launch is something that we're still working on a little bit. It's not quite right for this particular takeoff, but it has now just been adjusted. So hopefully in the next couple of flights it will work well. We'll just have to wait and see. Right, I'm going to shut up and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the flight. In a second, or not in a second, in a minute or so, we'll switch over to the Vortini for the flights over the top there for a little bit more.